morning, everybody. Well, today's video is my Chanel video. Now, I have really been loving Chanel for a very, very long time, and of course, as I started to do makeup videos, I started to get into a lot of other product lines. But I keep going back to Chanel because, let's face it, it is really an unbelievable line of products. I don't think that I've really ever been super disappointed in anything that I've purchased. Maybe some things weren't a complete win for me, but overall I absolutely love their products. I love how they apply. I love the colors. And I also have to say that in thinking about why I like Chanel so much, and maybe this is not just to do with the products, but pretty much the whole concept of their makeup line. I have found over the years that for their counters, they have some of the most knowledgeable makeup artists that work at them. So for me, the store that I frequent the most is a Saks Fifth Avenue store that's here in Boston. And a lot of the people that work there have actually been there a really long time. And I've been really, really lucky to become friends with one of their makeup artists, hello Alberto. And not only does he always help me out with all of my Chanel products, but he knows that I do videos, so we get to walk around together, and he's always showing me the new products from all the different lines. So over the past few months, I've been adding to my Chanel collection, and I realized that I wasn't really showing a lot of them because I was showing so many other things. So I've gathered quite a few things together. I think I have about 13 items that I want to share with you, and I just have to remind you guys that I did not buy this all at once. Not that I couldn't have if I had seen them all together, but I did buy them over the last few months. Okay, so the first item that I want to start with today is their Eclat Lumiere. It's their highlighter face pen, and I have it in 30, which is beige rose. Now, I'm not sure this is going to show on the screen, but it's sort of I think it's really more a little bit more in the peachy family as opposed to the rose family, which, as you know, is a really nice corrector for using under your eyes. And the reason that I purchased it is, well, two reasons. The first reason is the person that did my makeup put it on my eyelids and used it actually as a primer, which I thought worked really well. And it was suggested that I try some of my concealers. So I have tried my Hourglass concealer, which works fabulously. And then I've also tried this. So this is a really great product. Not only is it great for priming my eyes, but it's really good for using under your eyes if you have dark circles. I've used it in the corner of my eyes to brighten up my eyes. And then you can also use it after your makeup is finished and do it as a highlighter. So you can dot it across the tops of your cheeks. So overall, this is a really great product, and I really like the color too. Now, there are several different colors that this pen comes in, but I have found that this really works well for priming and for highlighting. So the next item that I want to share with you is the Base Lumiere. It's their illuminating makeup base. Now, I will say that this works really well as a makeup base. When I use my foundations over it, they go really well. They last throughout the day. I just don't see the illuminating properties for me. Now, I am wearing it today. I decided to wear pretty much everything that I'm going to be showing you. So it just didn't really make it for me. I will definitely continue to use it because it is a great primer, but it just doesn't seem to have the illuminating properties for me, and I doubt that I would purchase it again. The next item is really interesting. It's their new Vita Lumiere Aqua. Now, when I first got a sample of this, actually I got a sample twice of it, and I didn't like it. I have it in the B30. Now, this is a pretty sheer application, although it can be built up really successfully. I didn't find that it caked at all. What I generally do, first of all, let me just back up and tell you something really important about it. And I think the reason why I didn't like it originally when I got a sample of it, and that is the fact that it has to be shaken really, really well. You have to do it each time that you use the product. If you don't, you sort of get like a fluid, like a water that comes out, and you don't get the full benefit of the foundation. So you have to remember to shake it really well each time you use it. And once you do that, it's absolutely a great foundation. Now, you know that I like lighter foundation, so bear that in mind. It is a light application, but it can be built up. I have used it to go in and do like spot correcting and applied a second coat just in certain areas that I want to, and it goes on beautifully. It doesn't cake at all. And the thing that I really like the most about it is that as much as I love my brushes, and you know I love brushes, they recommend that this is put on with your fingertips, and it is a beautiful, beautiful application. Now, I have read that if you do want to keep it on the lighter side, to use one of your brushes and blend it out, and if you want to use it towards the medium coverage side, then to use your fingertips. The lasting power is also amazing. I have worn this for the past week every single day, and it lasts the whole day. I am amazed when I come home at night that my coverage looks like I just put it on perhaps just a few hours before. So I can't say enough about the product. I'm really, really enjoying it, and I urge you that if you can get to a counter and have an application done as opposed to taking one of those little packets, I think that you'll like it a lot better that way. My next product is one of the eyeshadow quads, and it's in the color of Enigma. I am mad about this quad. Now, I actually had my makeup done, I think it was the beginning of April, and they used this quad, and I cannot say enough about it. I'm hoping that the colors are going to come out. You know, the colors are never really true in the cameras, unfortunately. So let me swatch them for you. Here's a light pink color. This is sort of like a mossy, taupey type of green color. Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you before I show you the next two colors is that these do have a very slight shimmer in them. And I know I get asked that question an awful lot. But they blend out so beautifully that I think they have more of a highlighting effect rather than a shimmer effect. So I wouldn't be afraid of them. I would definitely try them out. They go on beautifully. The next two colors are sort of a grayish color and a beautiful, beautiful purple color. That's the gray tone, and that's the purple tone. And I love these. He did my eyes, and they were amazing. People actually walked by. A lot of you that have watched me, I have fairly green eyes that don't always show, and people walked by and actually stopped because he just made my eyes pop so. It was absolutely amazing. So love, love, love this quad. Now, I've shown you this before, but I'm going to show it to you again. It's the new bronzing powder. I have it in the Bronze Rose, the 547. These are absolutely phenomenal, and you've got to get them and actually try them, use them for eyeshadow also, because the colors are magnificent. These colors right here make a beautiful, beautiful nude look on your eyes. And I can't say enough about this. This is definitely one of the favorite products. This is from their new summer 2011 line. Some of the other products that I've shown you are like from their fall line and from before. Now, the next three items that I want to share with you are eyeliners. The first one is one that I actually got. I misplaced it, believe it or not, in my stash, and then I found it again, and it is absolutely glorious. It's one of their precision eye definer pencils, which are really nice pencils. They go on really well. Yes, definitely, there are a ton of other pencils and companies out there that glide on just as well, but Chanel keeps hitting it out of the ballpark with some of their colors, and this one is really phenomenal. It's number 69. That will show up and you can see the color of it. Just glides on so beautiful. It's a beautiful gray sort of silver. Also has a little bit of shimmer to it, but definitely you can blend it out. And it's just a great color, and it's a great eye defining pencil. The next two eyeliner pencils are their waterproof eyeliner pencils, which I sort of go back and forth over liking and not liking the waterproof because they are fairly difficult to take off at night. But of course the other side of that is that they last a really long time, and these are phenomenal. The first one that I'm going to show you is called Marine. It's this beautiful, beautiful dark blue color. It has a little bit of maybe blue and silver sort of sparkles, but not really sparkles. You can't really see it, but it's somehow in the property of the eyeliner that just really makes your eyes pop. I used it today as for tight lining, and I will admit that tight lining with it is a little bit difficult. They don't go on as smoothly as some of my other pencils, definitely not as smoothly as my Maybelline eyeliner goes on, but it's definitely worth putting it on because it does last really long because of the fact that it's waterproof, and the color is really, really pretty. Now, what the person that did my eye makeup said to me is that he likes to use only one coat of mascara, and what he does is he uses this for tight lining, and then whatever, of course, liner that you use, he puts on fairly dark and close to the roots of the eyelashes, and then gets away with just using one coat of mascara, which gives a lot of definition to your eyes, but also just gives a much lighter look, which I really liked a lot. It's hard to get these colors to show up, but this is absolutely phenomenal. Now, the second one, I have to say, is one of my all-time favorites. This is from the summer 2011 collection. There's been a lot of hype about this color. I believe it is a limited edition. And the interesting thing is that the name really is not indicative of what the color is. I'm not really sure. I mean, perhaps those colors are in the properties of the eyeliner, but it doesn't look like it, and that's what a lot of people have been saying. And it's number 47. It's called Rose Plantain. And it's a copper, silver, platinum. I mean, if you Google it, you'll see every single person has a different definition of what the color is. Whatever it is, it's gorgeous. They could have named it gorgeous. That's how beautiful this shade is. I see if I'm going to try to show this to you. I'll try to do some pictures at the end also that maybe what I'll do is do them individually and then also layer them, which I'm going to mention next about how well they work. But that's the Rose Plantain. Absolutely beautiful shade. I have it on today under my eyes, and I also have it on as a liner. But what I did was I went in with the Enigma Quad, and after I lined it with the Rose Plantain, I went in and I used this color to go over, and it created the most beautiful liner. Now I have 2 lipsticks and 3 lip glosses that I'm going to show you. The first lipstick is an old standby. It's been in their line for quite a long time. It's new to me. I was looking for a new beige, and the person that did my makeup used this color. It's 04. It's cashmere. And that's the color. It's just a really pretty nude color to have in your collection, and it works really well with mixing and matching. And the reason that I'm mentioning that is that I did break down and get the Chanel Boy that everybody was talking about. I actually picked it up in London about a month and a half ago because it wasn't available yet in the States. So I saw it there and I picked it up, and I love the consistency. I love the color. Absolutely cannot understand why it lasts literally about 10 minutes on my lips. So I keep thinking about, well, how can I make this work? And I think I finally figured it out today. And what I did is I decided to use it as a gloss and only wear it now over things, even though the color is beautiful on its own, but I just didn't want to be applying or reapplying my lip gloss every 10 minutes. So what I'm wearing today is I'm wearing the cashmere, and then I went and I put the Boy over it. Now let me just swatch this for you so you can see it. I know that you've seen this before, but I'll show it to you again anyways. Gorgeous color, looks really well pigmented when I show it to you that way, goes on my lips, gone. Absolutely cannot see it really within minutes. It's amazing. But I think wearing it this way, I'll be able to use it, and it actually made a really pretty shade when mixed together with the nude, so I think I'm going to really enjoy it that way. Next product is a lip gloss that I bought. I'm going to say that I bought it about 3 or 4 months ago. I think I was in Florida at the time and walked by one of the Chanel counters and saw the ad for it and the color, which is absolutely magnificent, and knew that would be a color that I would be loving for the summer. It's the Rouge Allure lip gloss. It's a number 56, which is Imaginaire, and this is, I want to say, sort of like maybe a cotton candy kind of pink. It's an absolutely beautiful shade. I may have even shown this to you guys before. I'm not really sure if I did or not, but I'll show you again because I'm definitely going to be wearing this a lot this summer. And it is a beautiful, beautiful shade. It goes on so luscious on your lips. I would definitely recommend wearing it by itself. That sort of light, shiny sort of look to it, and it's really a pretty, pretty shade, and it just reminds me of a pair of sandals and sand. The last 2 items are Gossamer lip gloss. The first one is number 94, and I actually got it to go with the cashmere lipstick. The name of it is Sundress. I'm going to try to show it to you this way because maybe the color will show a little bit better. But it's this beautiful nude tone with, I don't really know, it's maybe a little bit of gold sort of glimmer to it, which again, I find that a lot of the gold or shimmer in Chanel is really understated. So I urge you not to hold back on trying something from Chanel if you hear me say that it has some sort of glimmer or shimmer to it, because I find them to be so understated that I really find that they have definitely more highlighting effects to them than really that you would see me walk by and say, oh my gosh, there's way too much glitter on her face. It's definitely not that kind of look. As far as everything that I've shown you today, they're really, really wearable. And the last Gossamer I'm going to show you is number 148. It's Petite Peche. Absolutely beautiful peach sort of shade, peachy pink really sort of shade that would just go with everything. Gorgeous, gorgeous color, and as I said before, it's a great product. So that's it. That's my Chanel hauling that I've been doing. I'm glad I finally got it all together to share with you. If you have any questions about anything that I've shown, be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. And I want to take this opportunity to wish everybody a very happy Mother's Day. So that's it, everybody. Take care. Speak to you soon.